John Webb, ScottishSci-Fi.co.uk, ScottishSci-Fi.com. Welcome to the apocalypse. Here's what it is. Switch off the fountain. Don't want to make people go to the toilet in the time of toilet paper crisis. So, yeah. Lockdown. Heavy stuff. So, gonna drink some whiskey and occupy my mind by doing this. You lucky people. So I figure on a Sunday I'm gonna just do some reviews and post them throughout the week. So this is Sunday the 29th of March. We are 6 days into lockdown. Is it 6 or 5? I don't know. I'm not getting the answer over there. It's probably going on to 6. I can't remember. I think they announced it on the Monday going into Tuesday. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about whiskey. John Webb, ScottishSci-Fi.co.uk, ScottishSci-Fi.com. You can follow me on Twitter, TV, on Facebook, all that other social media garb. Try to translate that, YouTube. Okay, what are we doing now? Right, what we're going to do right now is in my sort of like blogging days, I don't get so much nowadays because I've been quite silent and not doing so many writage and social media type stuff, just because motivation more than anything else. Lots of other stuff going on in my life, and you know, I want to get back into it, but it will take some time and all that kind of thing. So as it stands right now, I'm going through some of my old samples that were kind enough to send to me back in the day, and today I will do, well, my first one will be this one. It's Compass Box Juveniles. I tried it the other day, hence it's half empty. And it's kind of quite nice. And it was, when I tried it the other day, it was on offer on the Whisky Exchange. I'm not sure if it still is. If it is, it was heftily discounted at over 30 quid off, and that made it £64 something rather than £94 something. We'll come into that. Go into that. Anyway, Compass Box Juveniles. Bottled at, I believe, 46%. Oh my god, I've, as usual, just jumped into this and not done any research. It's got whiskey in it. It's probably got young stuff in it. Oh god, why didn't I do my research? Oh, how else can I be to get the iPad? Compass Box are a blender. They're an independent bottler and blender, but mainly blender. They don't really independent bottle. They did a few bottlings recently, which was more direct cast kind of bottlings for their marketing line, something, icons of darkness, something. I'm sorry, this is not doing them any justice, but they are a very good blender. They've fallen on some, as a personal opinion, they've fallen on some times recently. The last few years have been challenging, I would say, but still they do produce some really nice stuff. Again, I'll go into that in a bit. I love them from the days of young when they started off, and even up to recently. And they got some very nice people working for them, and very talented people working for them. As a company, I think they've lost their way in the last year or so. Just an opinion, all that. But enough of that. Whiskey, Juveniles. It's fruity. It's young. Definitely, there's that bite of spirit, but it's not an unpleasant, spirity kind of smell. It's very fruity, a little bit floral, but a reasonable amount floral. Touch of herbal. There's some oakiness in there. There's a little bit of, you know, pencil shavings, that kind of thing. The fruit's light. It's like bit of apples, bit of peach, bit of apricot, that kind of fruitiness. Perfectly pleasant. My first sip of whiskey. Try not to have an opinion on it. My first sip today. So let's acclimatise. It's nice, it's tasty. It's very fruity. Like a more delicate side of things, but still there's a lot of flavour transporting across there. On the 46%, I believe it's 46%. Damn my research. Lack of. I just kind of went, oh sod this, I'm going to do it now, and put the camera on, and then went, ooh, should have thought about this, shouldn't I? Never mind. Right. Lots of fruit, a little bit of spice, a little bit onto medium, sort of like, it's fruity and spicy, but the fruitiness is really the high point of it. Lots of those apples, and again, bit of melon, bit of apricot, bit of hard peach. It's a nice summery fruit basket. It's called Juveniles because I guess it's got young stuff in there. I know it's got young stuff in there, but I can't give you the facts, and therefore I'm being a bit vague, sorry. Look it up. And I'll put something in the description, probably. I will. I'm pretty sure it's got Glen Elgin in it, and I'm making stuff up now. It's probably got Klein Leash. Bit of Glen Turret, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. I did read this up when I drank some of it the other night, which the other night being 2 weeks ago. Subsequently forgotten. But it read quite nicely on the paper, though I can't even remember the age of the youngest one. I think it's got some very young stuff in it. Or is this the one with the... I've got to look it up now, it's really annoying me. Jeez. Oh dear, what an idiot. Oh well. Pro. Okay, yeah, so... nice and fruity. A little bit oaky, there's a bit of oakiness in there. And with that, a little bit of spice. And spice sometimes doesn't get on so well with me, but there's enough fruitiness to keep it going through the spice barrier. A little splash of water in there. So, okay, it's, I want to say dustier. I keep using that as a tasting note for me. When I say something's dusty, it's more vibrant on the nose, it's more invasive of the olfactory senses. So, more like a dusty warehouse kind of thing now. Still quite fruity, still spicy. It's just got that kind of aroma of being in a warehouse now. Palate was a lot lighter. But it's got a little harsher for having the water in there. Not convinced water is a good idea with this one. Still tasty, big on flavour. Spicier, I think, for the water. It's a very nice whiskey, but it's nicer without the water. Just an opinion. I enjoyed this more the other night when I tried it. I don't know why I'm enjoying it less now. Possibly time of day, what I've had to eat, all those kind of other variables. Sorry, my clock just did a weird thing and went forward an hour, and I thought, is it really that late? It's not. Even though the clocks have gone forward, but that clock catch just can't make its mind up. Stupid clock. Is it worth £95? Honestly, not in my opinion. Is it worth £65? Honestly, in my opinion, yes. It's more like it at the £65 mark. I think that's one of the problems with whiskey as a whole nowadays. There's so much out there, there's so much choice, and there's so many options that you don't really have to spend an awful lot of money. Of course, what I'm going to do in some of the upcoming videos, kind of possibly denotes that, kind of reverses what I've just said. But also, I don't know, because I haven't tried the things I intend to do yet. You'll see as more comes along, as the videos come along. But as far as this one goes, very nice dram. Thanks for Compass Box for sending it me. It's a little while back. I've got some other Compass Box ones to review, which I will at some point. Yeah, this is getting softer now. Probably needs a little time in the glass, so I'm not giving the longevity of fairness to actually give it a total review, which is probably why the other night I enjoyed it more, because I probably poured it and just sat it there for 20 minutes before I actually tasted it. And now it's definitely getting softer and more vanilla, more custardy, more biscuity, cereal, softer, fruit still there. Yeah. It's more like I remember it the other night now. Softer, pleasant, beautifully blended. Nice balance now. Takes time, people. Takes time. You know what? We've got time at the moment. Not through our own choices, but we have got time. Take your time. Stay inside. Don't go out. Be safe. Alright? If you're listening to this 3 months from now, currently it's March 2020, or you're listening to this another time, bear in mind we're in lockdown because of the old C word. Multiple C words, in fact. Anyway, yeah, keep safe, look after yourselves, stay at home, stay at home, okay? Just saying. Cheers. Uncomfortable silence while I stop the camera rather than reaching over. Take care. Stay at home. Stay at home. Bye.